Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are heading deep into the wilderness for another exciting survival adventure. In this video, I'm going to show you how to build a secret shelter hidden within the roots of a massive tree, a unique and incredibly useful survival skill when you find yourself alone in the wild. Out here in the forest, nature can be both a friend and a challenge. During the day, the woods feel peaceful and full of life. Sunlight filters gently through the canopy, birds sing in the distance, and the wind moves softly through the leaves. But once night falls, the atmosphere changes completely. The temperature drops, strange sounds echo through the darkness, and the forest begins to reveal its wilder side. In situations like this, having a safe and hidden shelter can make all the difference. One of the most important lessons I've learned during my time in the wilderness is that nature often provides everything we need, if we know where to look. Among the many natural structures found in the forest, the massive roots of an old tree can offer one of the best opportunities to create a hidden survival shelter. Over decades, sometimes even centuries, large trees develop powerful root systems that stretch above and across the ground. These roots often create natural gaps and hollow spaces between them, forming the perfect starting point for a concealed refuge. Today, I'm going to take you step by step through the process of transforming that natural formation into a strong, comfortable, and well-hidden survival shelter. From selecting the right tree, to carefully digging and shaping the space, reinforcing the walls with natural materials, and finally camouflaging the shelter so that it blends perfectly with the forest. The first and most important step is finding the right tree. Not every tree will work. What we're looking for is a large, mature tree with thick roots that spread across the surface of the ground. Trees that have stood in the forest for many years often develop these powerful root systems, and the spaces between them can form natural cavities that are ideal for building a shelter. Once I find a suitable tree, the next step is to clear the surrounding area. I remove loose leaves, fallen branches, and soft debris from around the roots so I can clearly see the structure of the ground. This also helps me check for any signs of animals using the space. In a survival situation, safety always comes first, so it's important to make sure we are not disturbing an existing animal den. After the area is cleared, the real work begins. Using a simple digging tool, sometimes just a sturdy stick or a small survival shovel, I start carefully digging into the space between the roots. The soil in these areas is often naturally compact because the roots hold it together. This actually makes the shelter stronger and more stable compared to digging in open ground. While digging, it's very important not to damage the main roots of the tree. Those roots act like the natural frame of the shelter. They support the structure and help prevent the soil from collapsing. By working carefully around them, we can create a surprisingly strong underground space without harming the tree itself. As the hole gradually expands, the shelter begins to take shape. I dig until there is enough room to sit comfortably and eventually lie down. The roots above form a natural ceiling, giving the shelter both strength and camouflage. Next comes the step of reinforcing the walls. For this, I often use a mixture of clay soil and dry grass. When packed tightly against the inner walls, This natural mixture creates a solid layer that helps prevent loose soil from falling and also improves insulation. This simple technique has been used for centuries in traditional shelters around the world. After the interior structure is secure, I begin working on the entrance and roof covering. I gather branches, bark, and large leaves from the forest floor and carefully layer them above the root structure. This serves two important purposes. First, it helps block rainwater and wind. Second, it camouflages the shelter so well that from the outside it looks like nothing more than part of the forest floor. Another critical detail is drainage. If heavy rain arrives, water can easily flow toward the base of a large tree. To prevent the shelter from flooding, I dig a small channel that redirects rainwater away from the entrance. This simple step can keep the inside of the shelter dry and comfortable even during storms. With the structure finished, it's time to make the interior more livable. I create a natural forest bed using layers of dry leaves, grass, and soft branches. This bedding lifts my body off the cold ground and provides insulation, making a huge difference during cold nights in the wilderness. When everything is finally complete and night begins to settle over the forest, the feeling inside the shelter is incredible. Outside, the sounds of the wild continue, insects chirping, branches moving in the wind, and distant animals passing through the darkness. But inside this hidden space beneath the roots of a giant tree, there is warmth, safety, and a quiet sense of accomplishment. This type of shelter isn't just practical. It's also incredibly effective at staying hidden in the wild. Because it blends naturally with the tree roots and forest floor, it's almost impossible to notice unless someone knows exactly where to look. Throughout this video, I'll also share several additional survival tips, including how to stay warm without building a large fire, how to disguise the entrance of the shelter, and how to make the most of natural materials found in the forest. Building a shelter like this is more than just a survival skill. It's a reminder that humans have always lived alongside nature, learning from it and adapting to it. When you slow down, observe your surroundings, and use the resources wisely, the wilderness can provide everything you need to stay safe. So if you enjoy wilderness survival, bushcraft skills, and exploring creative ways to live in harmony with nature, you're going to love today's adventure. Now, let's head deeper into the forest, find the perfect ancient tree, and begin building a secret survival shelter hidden within its massive roots. Let the adventure begin.